Okay, so today we're looking at a tutorial on importing a static mesh that you found on the internet. Specifically, I'm using Nobiax, N-O-B-I-A-X, from DeviantArt. He's got a ton of great stuff on his website, and this is how you would bring it into UDK. Now we're going to do two of them. One of them is a wooden barrel that I found works pretty well and correctly on the first try, and then the other one is a weapon box that's got some extra parts to it, and it doesn't create a material like you'll see with the barrel, so we'll figure out how to do that. So first thing, import. I've already unzipped my wood barrel pack, so we want to get the big diffuse, the big normal, the big specular, and this big wooden barrel.fpx. The rest of them are for the mini wooden barrel, so we're going to click open. Now you want to make sure you can name them something that you remember, so we're going to name them all barrel at the front there. So that's what we do for the diffuse, the normal, the specular, and then this one's already named well, but we do need to go make sure that import materials is checked, and this will automatically create a material for us to use that's linked in there. And this is why we typed in names. So we're looking for big. So here's our barrel, big, diffuse, normal, specular. Here's the model. So you can kind of see its blank model. And then it created an underscore wood barrel default. So let me set these up side by side real quick. And you can see it's linked itself to a random material. And it's decided to autosave, so I'm going to give it a sec. There we go. And it's not exactly a random material, it's just a nice color. So we're going to go ahead and delete that out. We've got our diffuse. Bring that in and link it to diffuse. We've got our normal. Bring that in and link it to the normal. The normal is the depth map for the diffuse material. And then we've got the specular, which is sort of like a reflection map, if you will. And then the last thing, you want to hold down 1 and click. That'll bring in a one-dimensional variable. We're going to set it to 0.5. And we're going to link it to specular power. And click the green arrow at the top left. And as you can see, that our material now is a nice material. And our big wooden barrel now is mapped. And reflecting and all that good stuff. Now I'm going to go over what happens when it doesn't do that all correctly on the first try. Clear out barrel from my search. We're going to import this weapon box pack, which also has this color mask. So we're going to go ahead and grab the color mask, one of these diffuses, because he's included 2, the normal, specular, and the weapon box.fbx. Open. Again, we're going to call these weapon underscore box. That way we can find them later. And we're on the actual box itself, and we see that import materials is checked. So let's go to weapon, and we can see that we don't have a material. So what you do is you right click, new material, and we're going to do underscore weapon box. And I like to do underscore beforehand because that's what UDK will bring it in as if it works. And also it helps to save all of your materials that are applied to static meshes in one area so you can quickly find them if you need to later. So we click OK, and we got our blank material. And I don't know why I took off the search. Just like last time, We're going to bring in our diffuse. We're going to bring in our normal down here. Oops, connect it up to normal. The specular. We're going to bring in a power for the specular by pressing 1 and setting it to 0.5 for now. And then we've got the color mask. And we're going to bring that up into transmission mask. Click the green arrow. And you can see on the material that it's been applied. You can see on the static mesh that it has not been applied. So what you do here, come up to the search, I type in material, and you see it's got basically a default material on it. We're going to click on the material we just created and the green arrow. And that applies the material to that. Now, a couple of things to note when you're looking at this. This specular power, you can set it out, and it should cause this to reflect more, though that depends a lot on the actual item. Let me bring up something that really changes on. So, the metal barrel, this blue metal barrel, looks pretty good, right? Well, that's because I've disconnected its actual specular mask, because I found I didn't need it. So if we reattach the specular, click check, it kind of looks very wonky because of how the reflections are. We go in here and we change this to like 1 and apply that. See, it gets a little bit less bad. I found on here that there was really no setting that I wanted to have it at to have a reflection, although, you know, it's not too bad. Some of these are kind of nice, but I just turned it off for mine. And that's that.